Welcome everyone. Today, we'll discuss welding procedures as outlined in API 577. These standardized methods are essential for ensuring quality and safety in welding operations across industries. In this section, we'll look at what welding procedures are and why they matter. They form the backbone of safe and reliable welding practices. Welding procedures are critical for ensuring the integrity, safety, and reliability of welded components in industrial applications. API 577 provides guidelines for welding inspection and qualification, emphasizing the need for documented procedures to maintain consistency and compliance with standards. Welding procedures define how welding should be performed, including parameters, techniques, and materials, to achieve desired mechanical properties and prevent defects. Properly implemented procedures reduce risks such as cracking, porosity, and incomplete fusion, which can compromise structural integrity. They also ensure compliance with regulatory requirements and industry codes, such as ASME Section 9 and API standards. Understanding welding procedures is essential for engineers, inspectors, and welders to maintain quality control and minimize failures in critical systems like pressure vessels, pipelines, and heat exchangers. Next, we'll dive into WPS, the Welding Procedure Specification. This document provides detailed instructions for performing welds according to standards. A Welding Procedure Specification or WPS is a formal document that provides detailed instructions for performing a weld according to established standards. It includes essential variables such as base material, filler material, welding process, joint design, preheat and interpass temperatures, and post-weld heat treatment requirements. The WPS ensures that welders follow a consistent approach, reducing variability and enhancing quality. It serves as a reference for production welding and is typically supported by a procedure qualification record, PQR, that validates its effectiveness. The WPS also addresses non-essential and supplementary essential variables, which may influence weld properties under specific conditions. By adhering to a WPS, organizations can achieve predictable results, maintain compliance with codes, and facilitate inspections. The WPS document typically includes several key components: identification data, procedure number, revision, applicable codes and standards, welding process, for example SMAW, GTAW, GMAW, base material specifications, filler metal classification, joint design details, position of welding, electrical parameters, such as voltage, amperage, shielding gas type and flow rate, preheat and interpass temperature requirements, and post-weld heat treatment instructions. Each component plays a vital role in controlling the welding process and ensuring that the final weld meets mechanical and metallurgical requirements. Diagrams of joint configurations and welding positions are often included to provide visual clarity. These details help welders and inspectors understand the exact requirements and reduce ambiguity during execution. Now let's look at the PQR. This record validates the WPS by documenting test results that confirm welds meet mechanical property requirements. The Procedure Qualification Record or PQR is a documented record of test results that demonstrate a welding procedure's ability to produce acceptable welds. It validates the WPS by confirming that the specified parameters result in welds meeting mechanical property requirements such as tensile strength, bend tests, and impact toughness. The PQR includes details of the test coupon, welding variables used during qualification, and results of destructive and non-destructive tests. Unlike the WPS, which provides instructions, the PQR serves as evidence of compliance and is essential for code acceptance. It is typically retained for reference and audit purposes, ensuring traceability and accountability in welding operations. Preparing a PQR involves several steps: selecting a representative test coupon, welding the coupon according to proposed WPS parameters, conducting required mechanical tests, tensile, bend, impact, and documenting all results. The process begins with careful planning to ensure that the test conditions reflect actual production requirements. After welding, the coupon undergoes destructive testing to verify strength and ductility, and non-destructive testing to check for surface and internal defects. The results are recorded in the PQR document, which includes welding variables, test outcomes, and any observations. Approval of the PQR confirms that the WPS is qualified for use in production welding under similar conditions. Reviewing these documents is critical. It ensures compliance and prevents costly errors. Reviewing WPS and PQR documents is a critical quality assurance activity. Key checks include verifying that essential variables in the WPS match those qualified in the PQR, ensuring compliance with applicable codes, and confirming that all required tests have been performed and passed. Inspectors should look for completeness, accuracy, and consistency between documents. Common errors include missing data, incorrect material specifications, and discrepancies in welding parameters. Failure to identify these issues can lead to non-compliance and potential weld failures. A systematic review process helps maintain integrity and prevents costly rework or safety hazards. Tube-to-tube sheet welding is a specialized process used in heat exchangers and boilers. It requires precise control and adherence to WPS, applications and essentials, inspection and testing. Tube-to-tube sheet welding is commonly used in heat exchangers and boilers, where tubes are welded to a tube sheet to form a pressure-tight joint. These welds must withstand thermal stresses, pressure fluctuations, and corrosive environments. Procedures for tube-to-tube sheet welding include selecting appropriate welding processes, often GTAW or orbital welding, ensuring precise fit-up, and controlling heat input to prevent distortion. The WPS for these welds specifies joint design, welding sequence, and inspection requirements. Diagrams illustrating tube-to-tube sheet configurations and weld types, such as strength weld, seal weld, are essential for clarity. Proper execution ensures long-term reliability and prevents leaks or failures in critical equipment. Inspection of tube-to-tube sheet welds involves visual examination, leak testing, and sometimes radiographic or ultrasonic testing to detect internal defects. Hydrostatic testing may be performed to verify pressure integrity. API 577 emphasizes the importance of qualified procedures and personnel for these inspections. Proper documentation of results ensures compliance and provides a basis for future maintenance. Advanced techniques like eddy current testing can also be used for in-service inspection to detect corrosion or cracking around tube joints. Finally, let's summarize the best practices for welding procedures. Welding procedures per API 577 require careful documentation, qualification, and review to ensure safety and reliability. The WPS provides detailed instructions, while the PQR validates those instructions through testing. Reviewing these documents prevents errors and ensures compliance. Tube-to-tube sheet welding demands specialized procedures and rigorous inspection due to its critical role in pressure equipment. Best practices include maintaining accurate records, using qualified personnel, and adhering to industry standards. Implementing these practices reduces risks, enhances quality, and supports long-term operational integrity.